how was the experience with the fans and getting to actually be face to face with
Oh
fans
man,
of the
it
series?
was so fun. It was so fun. And we didn't really get to do that last season um because COVID was kind of keeping us all in our houses still. So getting to actually like watch people watch the first 20 minutes of this season and, see see the fans see the cast and watch the cast get the appreciation that they really deserve was thrilling.
What was it about these series or the story that I guess the book that made you want to take this project on?
No, I just love the characters in the book. I think it's a great mystery. And I was excited to tell that story, but I think to me the mystery is like an excuse to spend time with these really interesting, complex characters. And I love that the book kind of takes four sort of archetypes and starts to strip them down and starts to show like, oh, everyone's a little more complicated than we think they are. And, you know, kind of finds these really unlikely friendships. And I was really excited to take those kids and go even deeper and, say what do those friendships look like and who are these kids when they don't have the kind of like archetypal mask to hide behind, and what happens, yeah, when you kind of show the world who you really are.
What are some of the ways that the series changes and builds off of the first season?
um I think we're getting a little darker, a little scarier, a little more mature. I think in the first season the kids are innocent, and
Mhm.
and so the season is certainly gets dark, certainly has its in the first season, like has its scary moments, but the kids murder club, they're not murderers, they're like good kids trying to prove their innocence. And this year they're good kids who did something really, really bad and are trying to cover it up. And that's messed up. And we're not trying to pretend that it's not, that they're like really in this sticky moral gray zone. And so the show gets more gray and gets darker and gets a little scarier.
Does working on a series that's set in the high school give you any flashbacks to your youth?
um, I want to say no, but I do certainly like still have nightmares about, not being able, I'm such a brown one. I'm like, my nightmares are all about like not being able to find my class on test day. I think I've certainly had more of those since writing this show.
And how does high school, how has it evolved and the experience change? Because it was much different than for me
Yeah.
growing up than what I see watching these characters.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's changed so much in some ways, um, in great ways. I think that like kids are at least, you know, it obviously depends where you live, but I'm in New York City and I have a stepdaughter in high school, and you know, she goes to a really diverse school, and kids are, she has lots of gay friends who are like open and out, and gender fluid friends and trans friends, and kids being able to live more honestly in those ways and seeing those characters on TV, I think makes it feel easier to come out and be who you are. And I think that's an incredible, excellent way that the world is changing. I also think the pressure on kids is so much worse than it was when I was young. I mean, from like the global warming and school shootings, and like the things that kids have to deal with now are scarier. And I think that people have to grow up faster, and that um, is really hard and really unfair.
And which character do you have the most fun working with and kind of developing?
Oh man, I mean, I love them all, but What a great question. I mean, I think I have a lot of fun writing Addie because I love her journey. You know, like I love her journey of self-discovery, of sort of shedding this guy who was really holding her back in the first season. And now in the second season, you know, dealing with the trauma of watching him die, but also having these friends, like real, I think this is the first time she's had real friends. You know, I think her friends before this TV show started, before our story started, were fake and weren't good to her. And it makes me really happy to write that character.
Yeah, for kids who watch it, it's a little dark for certain age, but I think it gives a lot of different types of characters for them to latch onto and discover, like kind of explore themselves through the characters. It's great like that.
Yeah.
Okay, one last question. Can you give me 3 words to describe season 2?
I would say it is mysterious. It is dark, and it is really fun.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Congrats on the series and season 2.
Thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to more. Have a great day.
Thanks so much.
Bye. Thank you.